good we look.
You should.
It's the opposite. We get a lot fewer attendees than we already have. Okay, so that's that. Have you ever heard of Whatnot?
I've heard of it. I'm not particularly familiar.
Neither, but we're doing it.
Okay, great.
And we'll sell 3 Keller Williams books if anyone wants to buy them.
Oh, it's the bidding thing, right?
Well, it's just like think of QVC.
Yeah.
New Age QVC.
Okay, perfect. Which AW books?
MREA, Rookie, and the one thing. The one thing.
Yeah. All right, great.
If there's any others, we can throw them in there.
Probably
that you would
Shift.
recommend. Oh, I could have threw Shift in there. So I'm live. I'm live on Instagram.
I guess
Is
so.
that truthful? Do you have your phone out?
I can check it. I'll see if you're live. It is not showing me that you're live if it's on your Darson Grantham.
Yeah, it would be. Go live once your streaming software connects and displays. Maybe I got to be closer to the time frame, which is very possible.
Only 12 minutes away.
Let's. I can't move it up. I'm so impatient.
That class yesterday really did it for you.
Oh my gosh. Could you tell?
Oh, yeah.
I was telling someone that, I think it's Bruce. Since I've done MAPS coaching, it was basically MAPS coaching in a whole day instead of 30 minutes.
Yep. Newer agents needed that.
Oh, my team loved it.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I love that stuff. Okay, well, I think we're just gonna wait until 12:30.
All right, perfect.
Oh, wait a second. Let's just try on the event.
Well, it says
Two
live.
ugly mugs. Connect to streaming software to go live. Think I am.
Okay, let me check your Facebook and see. I don't see you live yet.
I don't remember what that was for.
Amanda, please come back.
No, and we would have been. This is just the testing. Yeah, 10 minutes. But it does. I'm very confident in YouTube and Facebook.
The rest of them are a little iffy.
The rest are a little iffy.
Because we're live on TikTok.
TikTok
right?
TikTok is on there. Probably can't hear.
Is this tripod doing anything?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. A bunch of favorite number 4 random people doing.
Great.
No comments. Don't care. Don't need comments. Okay. Can you tap on yours? Perfect. That's all set. Now we just gotta either be confident in this. It's your live. If your stream is public, you'll find it at the top of your feed on Instagram. Oh, I guess I could just do this.
Nope, not there yet.
Not yet. Patience. Not my forte. If anyone is watching this, oh, here we go. Let's try it. See. I usually don't jump on this early.
Oh, sure enough.
We're there. It's a little delay.
That's all good.
Okay. I think we are the one.
Yeah.
So that's solid. At least we got that going. Yeah, that's us. You ever seen StreamYard?
I have officially now.
It's okay.
What's this red error message?
Well, it's
Having trouble streaming to your destination.
it was the event that we're streaming to, and that was this one. Stream key. That's what I want, but
Do you like these DJI mics?
define like I mean, they're adequate for what I need for sure. The only thing that I've had problems with is the piece that slips into this piece.
Mhm.
It'll snap off very easily. So like if you're not very careful,
Does it
Like-
disconnect or does it break?
it can break off.
Got it.
It's only $45 to replace it, so it's not like the end of the world, but it's a pain when you're out doing things. Okay, we're pretty close now. Come on.
It's got a little bit of a delay.
Does it work? Is it?
Well, so it's still you being perturbed.
There we go.
Yeah.
So it is live.
Not live on Instagram yet.
Okay. Instagram. How do we do? Somebody get on Instagram and tell us if we're live. Oh, here we go.
Is it live?
We're live. It's a thing.
Perfect.
5 minutes
There it is.
till is when we can do it. Okay.
Yep.
Now we know.
I see you.
Sweet. Look at that clap. Yeah, we're a little delayed, but we can make it work. So that's that. Someone's on the YouTube page. If you guys can hear us, just say something so we know that the audio is working. Hopefully it didn't hurt your ears. Okay.
Is it not accepting YouTube or Instagram comments?
Yeah, I don't know. It must not be.
Me. Test comment.
There we go. You joined.
Okay.
Good job joining, Nick.
See test. Perfect.
Sure not looking like comments on Instagram are coming up on my StreamYard account, which is fine. But okay, we're good with that.
Oxtail 06 is watching.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, if you're jumping on here, have questions ready for us. We're just doing a very casual Q&A. Oh, that's what I haven't done. I haven't gone live on Whatnot. Sure. Oh boy. Stream via OSB for higher quality. No idea what that means. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. What are we doing?
Switch to the webcam. Right top.
It is webcam,
Strange.
right? Yeah, that's
All right.
it's gonna be a little. You can multicast from Whatnot. Huh. Twitch? You ever twitched?
I've twitched. I've just never used Twitch.
I've never. Cool.
All right.
We are roughly live. We're live on a few different platforms. Yeah, so those of you that are just joining, we are just answering questions. So we're live now. Nick, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this Q&A?
The reason we're doing this Q&A, a lot of agents are having a tough time right now. And we thought we could offer some help by coming on and answering questions that one of you or two of you may have that I'm sure all of you have, but just haven't had the place to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I mean, it kind of comes down to in the real estate world, we both listen to a lot of big national names that do our real estate teams, real estate agents, real estate brokerages, and what I found is like the common theme of questions are very similar, but it's different per market. And I don't think that, like, we're in the Des Moines, Iowa market, if you guys didn't know, or Iowa, right? Central Iowa. And the questions that we need, like the agents that have here, might be a little different than what they are nationally, right? We have different price points, different days on market, different neighborhoods that are selling, not selling, different things that are happening in our market. And so to give agents in this market a place to ask questions, I thought that'd be fun to come on here and just share. I'm going to open this Alani
Orange Kiss flavored, of course.
Orange Kiss. I don't do anything other than orange stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. No follow-up questions. It's
No?
just interesting.
You're the one that tries every new flavor, don't you?
Yep. Yeah, today is Fuji apple and ginger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's the last question an agent has asked you, Nick?
I was talking to an agent earlier today who was talking about how she doesn't love working with people she doesn't know because she feels as if those people are less forthcoming than people out of her database.
Yeah.
But because of where she's at and the mentoring she's had thus far, she feels like she needs to go continue meeting new people as opposed to just leaning back into her database to work with the people she knows and the people she knows that know.
Yeah.
And so what I told her was like she had a database that was definitely big enough to support the business that she was trying to work. So stop going other places. Go back into your database and look into that gold mine. Right? Like if you have a goal that you want to hit and your database is big enough to support it, great. You can now hit your goal working exclusively with friends and friends of friends.
How do you know that the database is big enough?
Generally, I like to assume a 16.7%.
Generally.
Generally, exactly 16.7% return on database on a yearly basis. That is if you are communicating with them in a systematic way effectively. And so I know that if you have, 200 people in your database, you can get roughly 36 transactions out of that.
How many agents do you think that number is truthful? Like it plays out to that?
The people that do the work, communicate systematically 40 to 80 times a year with calls, texts, emails, newsletters, and social media, most if not all. The people that send 3 texts once a quarter and then forget about them until the end of the year when they're in crunch time, 0.
Yeah. So if you nurture the people that already know, like, and trust you, the 16 per 100, are they all going to transact, or is it a certain percentage that transact and then certain percentage that refer?
It's the second option.
Yeah.
You're not going to expect 16 people that are in your database to transact, but 16 people definitely know somebody and will refer you.
Right.
Yeah.
My head's right in the way of the board to answer questions. So my answer would have been, if you want money now, the immediate leads might be what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like your database is going to pay off once you start nurturing it, but probably not the first time you send your round of texts. Right.
And in like the class we took last week, it depends, right? She was having a really good year. She just realized through her really good year that she didn't like working with one group of people and wanted to work with a second group of people. And so great. You don't need right now money. You have that taken care of. So looking into next year and goal setting, let's focus on the database people.
Yeah, fair.
If you told me, hey, I need a listing by tomorrow. Great.
Different.
Go call expireds.
Yeah. Different.
Yeah.
Cool. Man, that's so similar to the last question that an agent asked me, which was, how do I get off the online lead cocaine stream of leads? Sorry, drugs, not drugs, but the stream of getting the calls, the Zillow leads, the realtor.com leads, and you have to jump at the beck and call. How do you get off that?
It feels good, right?
I have no idea. I mean,
yeah,
I can imagine.
I mean, your phone is ringing. You feel like you're busy because, well, all of the other agents' phones are ringing off the hook and mine doesn't ring. And all of a sudden your phone is ringing and it feels magical until you realize that you're giving up every other part of your life that you care about so that you can have your phone in your hand no matter what.
Yeah.
What I find is when you have your phone in your hand no matter what, now if you are having a discussion with your partner, that's not quite an argument, but might become an argument, and your phone goes off and you instinctually answer that. Hypothetically, this has never happened to me before. It now becomes an argument because you just chose answering a lead from Zillow over your family.
Yeah.
And it feels good, but it's not a sustainable way to live your life. Like,
cool.
I want to teach everybody to live the best life they can through real estate. And that means working to live, not living to work.
Yeah.
And so having your nights, your vacation times, the ability to do the things you want to do, and Zillow does not lend itself to that.
Yeah.
Or
Doesn't
any
always.
other lead source.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The immediate online lead that you have to answer, or they will just pick someone else, or someone else will answer the call.
It's a mentality change.
Yeah.
If you're working by referral or relationships you've nurtured, they will be more patient with your boundaries, and they understand that you're a human being. If you're taking a call online, they want you to jump right now. They're used to the Amazon next day shipping.
Yep. Make a mill. You just joined. Comment. What is the question that you have? What's the last question you asked Junior, who leads your team, the team that you're on? I'm calling you out if you're still on here, Michaelan. Let's see here. Make sure everything's good. If you guys can hear, take a comment, will you? If you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, any of those, make a comment so I can make sure that you can hear us and it's not, we're just talking into oblivion and into the atmosphere. Let's see here. I think
Matt can hear us. Great. What's the question you got?
Yeah, you got to have the question. Thanks for your participation, by the way. So this time of year, Nick, I guess as she's getting her question, bro. Okay.
All right.
Sound like my 8-year-old. End of the year, it's November.
Mm-hmm.
What do agents, I hate that. What do we prep for next year? What should you be thinking about as an agent in Iowa in November?
Snow. No.
Snot, snow.
Snow.
It's going to snow on Saturday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that exciting to you? I'm totally interrupting you.
No, that's very exciting to me, and I'm going to have a hard time focusing now. At this point in the year, I hear, and I was literally on a phone call maybe 5 minutes before we did this, of people talking about how they're trying to wrap up the last bit of this year's goals by December. The unfortunate thing is, if we're talking about ending this year strong, November is too late. We want to start doing that in September and October,
right?
Based on that 90-day time frame, right?
Because now business is January business.
This now is January business, because you have to assume if you get a lead that comes in, even if they sign today, and you're super lucky you get a 30-day closing, we're right in holiday season, and there's a million reasons why that could go wrong. And I think it would be improper to count that as December business, unless you get lucky and it closes in December.
Yeah, I mean, you can still, but
you can get lucky. I wouldn't count on it.
Right.
And so I think when we look towards next year, actually having a plan in place, right? I want to have 36 closings next year, which means I need 3 a month. I'm probably not going to get 3 every single month because seasonality does exist. So maybe January and February are your slower months. Let's shoot for 1 a month in those months. May, June can be your super busy months. Maybe we shoot for 5 or 6 in those months and have an actual, here's my business plan for next year. Here are the numbers I need to hit. I know my conversion ratios. Every contract I get turns into a closing 9 times out of 10. So I need, 1.1 contracts for every 1 closing I need, right?
Yep.
And just go down the list. So closings, contracts, listing and buyer agreements written, to appointments, to conversations that led to appointments. Right? How many conversations do you need to have on a daily basis to land you at your conversion goal?
Can you go up on that whiteboard and
can you
lay
see
that
this
out?
whiteboard?
I can see that one.
Perfect.
Yeah. Do that one. Like if someone had 10 conversations a day, to their database, what would be normal? 10 conversations a day?
We'll say 10.
Okay. What does that result in?
Is this mirrored? Can they...
No, it's correct.
Okay. So great. 10 conversations a day. Pretend that is spelled right. 10 conversations. So assuming for every 10 conversations you get, that's 1 appointment.
Yeah.
Great. Boom. 1 appointment. and you have a 50-50 conversion ratio.
How do you pick one? Why wouldn't it be three? Like, is one just like, is that the
This is a pretty standard conversion ratio
of 10 conversations about real estate, not about real estate?
about real estate.
Okay.
If you can get more than 10, great. Teach me your ways. I would say 10 is about right.
Okay.
10 is about where you need to
So
be.
per one appointment, per 10 conversations about real estate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if your goal is one appointment set a day, 10 conversations will roughly get you there. And if it's not, we need to have a skill building conversation.
Okay. We'll start with this then. Perfect.
10 is easy math. One appointment. We know for every maybe 50-50, right? So every 2 appointments you have, you get one
written contract.
one not contract, but agreement. So listing or buyer.
Okay.
So great. That puts us at 0.5 agreements. And now let's say 3/4 of these people will actually go under contract with something.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Fair.
3/4?
Yeah.
Whether it's a listing that falls off or a buyer that decides it's not the right time for
Right.
it. So for every 20 conversations we will have one written agreement.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Perfect. It's actually a little bit easier if you go backwards.
Yes.
I started the wrong direction. So if my goal is 36 transactions, I can go backwards. Transaction is a closing. So now, assuming a 9 out of 10 pending to transaction ratio, let me get my quick calculator out. Wherever my calculator is. At some point, I should probably know this math off the top of my head. Great. So we need 40 pendings. Now, assuming a 75% contract to pending ratio, I need 53 signed agreements, round up to 54. 54 signed agreements.
Buyers or sellers, doesn't matter.
Either.
Okay. Because we just
Your
average this
conversion
math, right?
ratio will be better on sellers than it will on buyers.
Okay.
If you're doing buyers, I would just assume 75% the whole way down.
Okay.
Now, if we get one agreement for every 2 appointments, great, we need 108 appointments. So I just scratch this out. 108 appointments. And it takes 10 conversations per appointment. So 108 times 10 is 1,080. Double check myself. Perfect, 1,080. So we need 1,080 conversations. Assuming 250 working days in a year, because you're going to want to take time off. That's 5 conversations a day. Great.
That's, forgive me, stupidly simple.
Done. So when you're thinking of planning next year, I like to do this. All of these are pretty easily reached conversion ratios.
Yeah, those
Right.
aren't out of the norm at all.
90.
Arguably like that. I mean, they're
Yeah.
average. They're
I would
not
say-
even good.
I don't use really good averages
Right.
for this because people
Yeah.
are like, well, that's a really high one.
Yeah.
No, this is none of these are. You're going to reach people that have 100% pending to closed transaction ratio. You're going to have people that have a 95% signed agreement to pending ratio.
Right.
I use really baseline ones so you can see how possible it actually is. 5 conversations a day land you in your 36 transactions.
Yeah.
Right? Does that help you at your goals? If 36 isn't enough, what is enough? Is it 54? Great, backwards math.
Yep. You can back in, figure that out. Okay. Make a mill. Answered some, maybe.
Okay.
Your choice. Try not to make
I actually loved question number 1.
Okay.
My biggest mindset shift to enter a commission-based job. I have worked a commission-based job for most of my adult life. So I had a really big mindset shift moving into a salary-based job. Because for me, a commission-based job, if something unexpected happens, right? the car breaks, the dog needs surgery, the house catches on fire. I just know I need to up my conversations per day to fix that.
Yep.
Whereas a salary job, it's like, oh, that takes planning now. I can't change my activities and immediately
To
make more money.
Yep.
And so the mindset shift going the other direction, there is less stability, but there's a significantly higher ceiling that you can hit where like, okay, hey, I need to make 10 grand this month. I just need to up my conversations per day.
2 months ago, you should have.
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah. Well, I mean, go call some expireds.
Yeah.
There is a direct correlation in this industry to the amount of work you do to the amount of money you will get paid. Whereas if you have a salary job, you can go do whatever you want. As long as you don't get caught, you'll make the same amount of money every single day. And so this job will punish or reward you for the amount of work you do, which I think is the really beautiful thing about it, because great, now you can make unlimited money if that's what you want.
right. And I would like, this is not the words of Nick, but I'm going to say that the W-2 job, that it doesn't matter how hard you work, you make the same amount of money, is the workplace definition of socialism, right? It doesn't matter. Like you could have 5 people doing the same job, and the best person works super hard, kills it out of the park, makes the same money as the 5th person who shows up late and has the manager doesn't pay attention to that. Good management solves that, right? Like that is the I guess the way around it. But commission is if you, and you're an athlete, make a mill, because I know you, like when you work hard, you just get paid more. Yeah. Because the working hard results in more people help, more transactions, more commission checks.
Mm-hmm.
It fails when people forget what the work hard activities are.
Mm-hmm.
They might work hard at figuring out their logo, getting their business cards together. What is their LLC's name? Like those things that are not making money.
How many closings have you ever gotten because of your logo?
Yeah, none.
Okay, great business card?
Or yeah.
Fantastic.
No, I forget to give them out. I still have the original ones I got 6 years ago.
My business cards have never left this box in this shelf.
Yeah,
where they live.
I've got them too.
They don't use. They don't do anything for anyone.
So,
morning routine. I like morning routines a lot, and I think a lot of people overcomplicate them. Where I'm going to do an hour of red light therapy and get in a cold plunge and drink my green tea and blah 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 blah.
That's just what they post on Instagram.
No one's doing that.
Not nobody, but few. Okay, carry on.
Nobody's really doing that. And if you are
post here, like
yeah, great.
Send Nick an email.
Let me know if you're actually doing that, because I don't believe you. I'm a big believer in starting your morning with a win. And what that means for me personally, I like to get up at 4. I like to be at the gym by 4:45. If I can do that, I have started my day with a win. And that means I'm on an upwards trajectory through the day, because now the hardest part of my day, which I've made the hardest part of my day, is over before the sun is up. If I miss that period and I don't go to the gym, now everything else feels slower and less intentional. Everything else, right, negotiable. But start with the win, because I know when I get to the office, I'm going to have my meeting with my team, and then I'm going to go straight into lead generation. Lead generation gets substantially easier once I've done remarkably hard things before that.
Gotcha. I do the dishes every morning.
Really?
That's my morning win.
In the morning?
Yep. I'm a morning dishes guy. So like
So you let them sit overnight?
Yep, doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Yep. And it's the one house chore that I've like committed to mine, is being mine. And it makes my wife happy. I usually turn on a podcast and do the dishes. That is my win. And then it depends on when do the kids get up,
mm-hmm.
who's going to be up, and then what time are my first meetings. So I do not have I'm starting at 8:00. It could be 7:30. It could be 8:30. It could be 8:45. I'm doing something by 9 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that is my morning routine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the accomplishment thing that I think is, and I laughed at it because I was like, I don't really have a morning routine. But as you were talking, I thought about mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, pretty habitual. I pretty much do the same thing.
It's like, even everyone talks about you should take rest days from the gym. I put my rest days on weekends because if I take a rest day, I feel less productive that whole day.
Okay.
I don't, it's just, I'm such a creature of habit that I have to do the same thing in the same order to make sure that I can be as effective as possible.
Yeah.
And when something's off, the whole day feels off.
At what age or what made you realize that? Like, how did you develop that?
For me, being the gym, it's been something I've done for the past decade. I mean, every day has been pretty much the exact same. And so I've had plenty of time to realize that, oh, when I miss the gym, I feel worse. Or if I have an extra cup of coffee on the way to the office, I feel worse. Or if I don't have if I don't have my one cup of coffee, I feel worse.
Yeah.
And so why would I change any of these things when each of those things that I change make me feel worse?
Yeah.
And it's like everyone talks about optimization. You shouldn't drink coffee because it makes you anxious, and drink green tea because blah, 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 whatever reason. Do the thing that works for you and makes you feel the best that you can feel.
Yeah.
And then just don't stop doing that.
Yeah. Creature of habit. I love it. Anything else on morning routines?
I don't know, lead generate whenever you classify your morning as.
That's true.
If your morning starts at noon, great. Start by go call people that will give you business.
Yeah. I actually block out my calendar pretty much from 9:30 to 11 every single day. And I don't hardly ever take meetings during that time frame.
Yep.
One, buyers and sellers, they don't really need to meet at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's typically when people are most reachable.
Mm-hmm.
Even those that have office jobs or whatever, it's kind of that breaking point. So I'm able to have a lot of good conversations with clients on that time.
Mac, I have the good perspective of knowing exactly where you are in the business. And I would say from here until the end of time, lead generation should be the number one most important thing in your business. Like we talked about the real estate roller coaster, right? Where it looks like this. You start with nothing, you do a bunch of lead generation and you get busy. And you get busy and you stop doing lead generation, you get slow. You do a bunch of lead generation and you get busy. And it keeps going like this. If you can commit to doing your lead generation or your relationship building or whatever savory word you want to call it every single day, the line looks a lot more like that.
And everybody says this, like it's a common thing to say. It happens to everybody. So if you're watching this, I mean, and just starting out, or you've been doing this for 10 years, and you can't figure out the pattern, it's a routine thing. Mm-hmm. It's a eat the frog, do the hard thing on every day. Mm-hmm. At some point during the day, have the 5 conversations, which is when you put it up there like that, and like obnoxiously easy to have 5 real estate conversations.
You can have that done in 30 minutes or less.
Yeah. Yes. I didn't realize 36 was only 5 transactions or 5 conversations.
But if you do that daily, like most real estate agents aren't having 5 conversations about real estate a month right now. And that's why we're seeing so many people fall off.
I posted this morning, I got a text that said, "Hey, are you looking for a job?" And I was like, I think they're texting all realtors.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's actually genius of a recruiter to text all realtors right now to ask if they're looking for a job.
I know every time I walk into a supermarket and I'm wearing a KW shirt, I have someone trying to sell me an e-commerce business. Every single time without fail.
Really? Yeah. Into what stores?
E-commerce.
But where are you walking into?
Oh, Hy-Vee, Target, Walmart, any of them. Doesn't matter.
You just must look very approachable because I never get that.
I need to look angrier.
Yeah. Okay. What else we got? What content has the most interactions this year?
Ooh, you talk about this.
I'm not I'm not a heavy social media person, even though you guys give me a hard time. Like, oh, he does. I have a YouTube channel. Yes. I have Instagram that doesn't have very many followers. I have Facebook with a couple thousand friends. I enjoy posting about things about my life way more than real estate. Mm-hmm. So like if you look at what I post on, it is very commonly my kids, any like investment property stuff, which is sort of real estate, but it's not agent work. Well, it is, but not heavily. And then like stuff around the farm. Like this morning, I came downstairs and there's a half-eaten apple on the back of our toilet.
It was a very funny video.
What in the world? So like I was like, this is way too funny. So I'll post it because it's very relatable to people.
And I'm the exact opposite. I hate posting about my life.
Yeah.
I genuinely hate it. I just,
Your dogs aren't worthy of it?
like, I don't know. They are. My dogs are
I'm
cute.
messing, I'm messing.
They do interesting things, but I've cemented myself into the like, oh, enjoy this moment. I don't need to
Yeah.
pull my phone out.
Yep.
And then now I'm trying to go back into, oh, you should pull your phone out for just a second. Just capture a little bit of this.
It's fun to like, in my opinion, it's fun to help people understand that you aren't just like you're a person.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's what I like. I mean, everyone posts the best things that happen to them, the family photos. Instead of doing family photos, I would love to just record the process to get to family photos.
Yeah.
Be a freaking train wreck.
Mhm.
It is every time, almost every fam, at least I think. Anyway, like just stuff like that. In real estate, like the new agents I have on my team, if like the real estate related content to remind people that you're an agent, every single time you walk a house, you should take a photo of something about that house and do a green screen CapCut voiceover or do something. And that's not hard. Do something about the house that surprised you, that confused you,
Mhm.
that you were impressed with, any of that. And it's not the just listed, just sold. And I hear a lot of content people saying like, don't post those things. There's still dozens of realtors locally here. That's the only thing that's on their Facebook.
Mhm.
And they still do a lot of business.
Yeah.
So like, it doesn't mean you can't do that. It just doesn't, I mean,
I think
whatever you
the
want.
word optimal comes to mind.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about the optimal thing to do as if nothing else works. Sure, you will get more business posting more interesting things than just listed, just sold. Will you get some business from posting just listed, just sold? Yeah, absolutely.
Because people will look at it. They won't interact very much.
Mhm.
My guess is most of those agents have a third party person on social media that's just posting it.
Mhm.
And so the agent doesn't have to think in order to get that stuff posted.
When I had my real estate team years ago, I hired a company to run all of my social
Yep.
media, and I noticed I lost 1,000 followers overnight. I mean, within a month or two.
Yeah.
My interaction went to a couple hundred likes per post to
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so is there more than two people that saw the post? Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Like the answer is yes, but they didn't interact, and getting an interaction is going to move that needle further.
Mhm.
And you're just going to connect with people. So in content wise, that would be, and you could do, sitting at your desk doing comparative analysis of what the property is going to be worth or what the property is worth, comps, listing, like showing your schedule. Hey, this is what my schedule is. Like all of that stuff is relatable to people because yes, it is real estate, but it is your daily life.
Mhm.
And everyone has the calendar. Well, every productive person, in my opinion, has the calendar that they're following for the day.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm really excited about this next question, and I've been trying not to like vibrate getting excited about it.
Okay.
When the math isn't mathing, calls versus appointments set, what should you look at changing?
Like give me an example.
So if we're saying, 10 conversations to set an appointment,
Gotcha.
and she's asking,
Yeah.
if it's taking substantially more than that, what should you look at changing?
Okay. Well, you flow that down and see where it is out of line, correct?
Well, yeah. So what she's saying is it's out of line right here
Immediately.
So conversations to appointment is the out of alignment. That's the beautiful thing about this chart is if something is out of whack, you can look at that, right? It's taking me substantially more appointments to get my signed agreements. Great. There's a skill issue right there. And so if you're having conversations with people and you're not getting appointments set,
So it's just skill. So like in between each of those is a skill.
exactly. But then like the deeper question, what skill is it? Because we can say skill and people are like, great, I need to increase my skill. How? Why? What? And so there's a couple of things, right? What is the conversation that you're having? When someone picks up the phone, what does that conversation look like? Who are you actually talking to? If you're talking to a bunch of people that just bought a house last month, you're probably not going to get a great return on your calls.
Yeah. So if you call someone and it's like, hey, do you want to buy a house? It was a real estate related conversation.
Yeah.
And they say no.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, well, when do you want to buy a house? And they say in 10 years.
Great.
That's not
Yeah.
You're either calling the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't start with that question.
Yes. Yep. I always like to lead with providing value, and it immediately earns you a level of goodwill and trust when you can give them something that will genuinely help them in their life, and then you ask.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me an example. You call a random person that's in Beaverdale.
Great. Or in a person, Beaverdale.
Putting you on. I'm not.
Oh, it's been a second. Hold on. My calls now are different. Hey, so I was just doing a couple market analysis on properties in Beaverdale. Are you curious at all about the amount of equity you have in your home right now? Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really gonna sell probably.
Hey, not asking to sell. Just figured you might want to know how much money you have in that house.
Oh, what would I need to do with that number?
Just good insight for you to have. Maybe you want to look at investing and you want to get a HELOC, or maybe you just want to know when is the right time to upsize and how much money do you need to do that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just information.
Yeah. Wonderful. Send me an email.
Great.
Right.
Yeah. That's one. If you know the people, you can do funnier things. When I was calling my database, I always loved it. Hey, did you change your fans? And they'd be like, changing my fans? Oh yeah, there's a switch right on the top of your fan. When the weather changes, you flip it, you'll have more efficient energy.
Yeah.
Little things, but just something that will either directly or indirectly benefit their life. So when you make your ask, there's a shorter bridge to gap. Right. Like, blah, 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 blah. Also, do you know anyone looking to buy or sell real estate?
Right.
Or have you thought about selling your home?
Yep. It's not even, you don't even need to have the real estate conversation until it comes up.
Nope.
That's the thing I think people forget. Like, I have folks that are calling on our team and calling their database, and they're like, well, you're not really, the conversation isn't leading to real estate.
Great.
And I said, well, do they know that you're a realtor? Well, yeah, that's the only thing that matters. You have their email, you have the contact information, like address, you have their phone number. Like, as long as they know that you're a producing realtor, which you probably at least mentioned or of some capacity, they know. That's the goal.
It's unbelievably easy. Follow the Ford framework: family, occupation, recreation, dreams, right? Ask them about them. And unless they are actually insane, they'll say, well, what about you?
Okay.
And then you can talk about yourself. Oh, I'm a real estate agent. I help families buy and sell homes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's super easy. Ask them about them first. Let them reciprocate.
Okay. Done. What else?
A story you'll never forget.
I actually this is closing that. Well, my listing, it's very recent. So probably shouldn't be saying this, but I'm going to say it because it's super fascinating. My listing went under contract, and we're through right at the end of the inspection period, and the buyer sends over a cancellation. Obviously, I'm like, okay, why? Like, they didn't even ask to fix anything. Well, this buyer just got divorced, and her ex-husband gifted her their paid-off house instead of having her buy a house. And so property fell out of contract. No, nothing due to the property, but her ex-husband gifted her the house, which is
great.
Bonkers, right? Like,
yeah.
Is that a funny story? Not greatly funny to a lot of people, especially the person that's trying to sell our house, but kind of a cool, like, humanity thing that's very rare stories that you hear like that.
My story is more funny than that.
Okay.
Is a listing I took in would have been June in Oklahoma, and we get to the day before closing, and the buyers go to do their final walkthrough. Not a thing has been moved out of the house. Not a single item. It is still dirty. It smells like dogs. There's more stains than the last time they saw it. I mean, it was a mess. And so I called the seller, like, hey, what's up? Because you're telling me we had to move out by closing date, which, lesson for me, communicate that, because I guess it's not common sense. Yes, as of tomorrow, you won't own the house anymore. You need to be out. Well, I can't do that. I'll figure this out. So I call my cleaning lady, who I'd used a bunch, so she was ready to drop everything to be there. Said, I need you at this house at this time. I I bring a bunch of boxes. I pack up the entire house as the cleaning lady's deep cleaning behind me. And then noon comes around and all of the power shuts off. So she doesn't have power to use her vacuum. Yep. So I'm putting everything in the garage. He's going to get a box truck the next day. At some point, he just gives up. He goes home. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. So he goes to the house he just bought.
Yeah.
So I'm there by myself, cleaning this house and moving everything out. Luckily, the cleaning lady had a generator that she went and picked up. So we have a generator running the vacuum, no lights, no water, nothing. So we get most of the stuff in the garage, and the garage is open. It starts to rain. This is curious. I thought it was supposed to be sunny today. And I walk out and I look across the street, and I swear to God, there's a tornado that touches down just like across the street.
You're in Oklahoma.
So. Yeah, in the middle of tornado season. But usually they happen in farms, like way away from society. And so in the middle of a suburban neighborhood, I'm looking, and this F2 tornado touches down across the street. I'm just like, great, they can't get any worse. I go back the next day. I ended up there was nothing in that house, no light. So if you've ever been in tornado weather, it's really dark. So I went in and knocked on the neighbor's house because it's raining really hard at this point. The cleaning lady had gone home. I said, hey, can I just sit in here for a second while the storm passes? They were super gracious. They gave me a towel to dry off with. So I went home. I came back the next day, and I had to get the backyard cleaned up. And the first bundle of sticks, which there was a lot. There was a pot that was a 20-quart pot full of mold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was really interesting. There's bundles of sticks, and I grabbed the first bundle, and I think 13 black widow spiders left the bundle to join my hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have those here. Well, I say we don't. Not many.
Oklahoma's trying to kill you. There's a lesson in overcommitting on what you're going to do for a seller.
It's fair.
Yeah. Never even left me a review.
He didn't care.
No.
He didn't. Yeah.
No.
Well, he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ask him what he was thinking?
I later learned from his daughter and his mom that he was a severe alcoholic and had gone on a crazy bender for 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yep. No idea. Because he was a high-ranking IT professional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are our funny stories-ish.
Stories we'll never forget.
Stories we'll never forget. Your real estate. What's ick?
Ick?
Like your real estate.
Oh, God. Hold on. How do I speak Gen Z? It's like your real estate red flags.
You're not Gen Z?
No, I am. I just don't speak Gen Z.
Oh.
Real estate red flags.
Like things we hate about real estate.
Or things that happen in real estate that are red flags or give you the ick. Like,
this is just my entire life is people that complain.
Mm.
Which in any industry I've been in, you have people that complain and people that don't. So realtors get a bad rep of, most of them complain. Yeah, most of them also don't do business. So
my ick is much anyone who has sold a couple houses in their life and starts an Instagram and calls himself a coach. It drives me crazy. I'm a real estate coach. It's like, great. You sold 7 houses last year. You should be teaching people how to do. Great. Mm-hmm.
Those just weren't recorded, Nick. They sold way more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Their clients sold 10 each, and they had 10 clients. So they actually sold 107.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, the coaching. That's in any industry though, right? Like, yeah. Personal training.
Yes.
Has the same thing.
And there's no accreditation to be calling yourself a coach.
Yeah.
So there is accreditation you can get, which if you're hiring a coach, you should look for the accreditation.
Like in real estate?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, I don't know that.
More associations, but there's an accreditation.
Yeah. Like you can become certified, blah, blah, blahs and whatnots.
Do you think a coach should be currently doing business?
Not particularly. Like my coach does not.
Right.
Yeah, my coach is a full-time coach. But I think the coach should have a wide breadth of knowledge in the subject.
Yeah.
So like Michael Jordan's coach. could never play as good basketball as Michael
Correct.
Jordan, but he was phenomenal at telling him
Yeah.
where his blind spots were and what he needed to do better. Tim Grover. He wrote
Yeah.
a couple of great books.
If you listen to them, you better be okay with cussing.
Yes, he has a potty mouth.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think your coach needs to be selling. Honestly, I probably think it's better if they're not selling. And
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Like they have sold, they know what it's like, they can sell, but they have chosen a different path
Mhm.
to make money.
Yes. It's just focus. Like part of the reason I don't sell is because it would be breaking my focus from what my one thing is, which is growing agents' businesses.
Yeah. Yep. Sweet.
What changes have you noticed in client behavior this year? I don't know. What have you noticed?
Well, this time of year, it happens this time of year every year. It's sellers specifically, they're not going to, you have to try to talk them out of testing the market this time of year, right? In the last 4 years, you could test the market at any time of year. Fall was always the worst time to test the market, but you could do it and it would probably be okay.
I have a great doodle for you.
But right now, like talking sellers out of, hey, we're going to test it out. And then if it doesn't sell in a month, we'll just wait till spring, which is, I mean, fine. Like you have to be able to sell the property at beating the competition, not what past sales have been. That's what people are missing.
I see a lot of people trying to time the market. And I think there's a really awesome drawing of timing the market. So
you can see it. I can see it.
Tell me when the market stops going down, right?
Stops going down.
So I'm going to start drawing.
Okay.
When the market is there, I'm going to buy at the bottom of the market.
Okay.
Tell me when the bottom of the market happens.
Boom.
We're already going up.
Damn it, Nick. You're too fast.
Tell me when the market starts going down again.
Damn. No, stop.
We're already going down, right?
Yes.
So this thing that happens where people try to time the market and they're like, I'm going to hit right here. But by the time you hit right here, it's already going back up again.
Yeah.
There's no world where you can time the market and it's going to consistently do this thing forever. And so your best bet is trying to land right here.
Yeah. I always say like, you don't have the guts to hit that.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one has during COVID when the prices were low, that March to July timeframe of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Who was buying real estate at that time?
No.
Almost nobody.
Yeah.
Who was investing in the stock market? Who was putting cash into the stock market at that time?
Mm-hmm.
Almost nobody.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have the guts to do it.
People with deep pockets.
Yeah, like okay, fair. They put away money that they were comfortable losing, and that was their mindset. It was like you just didn't have the guts to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, timing the market. That'd be my most common thing. I would argue. I don't know if I'm hearing it that much, but I think a buyer sentiment is we want to wait until we see what the rates do. Mm-hmm. And I think educating people on what the rates actually are doing will make them get off their seat and transact, whether that is buy or sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, rates have come down, and we have the highest number of listings that we've had in Des Moines in like 10 years. There's 4,500 listings on the market right now.
Yep.
We're going to have we had a phenomenal October. We're going to have an even better November, which is outlandish. So what I'm seeing is rates have come down and people are starting to transact again. So the amount of people that are still waiting for rates to come down even further, I think are just wrong at some point. We're never going to see a sub 5.5% rate in our lifetime again.
I disagree. I mean, I don't think we are smart enough to say that like it could never happen. I don't think that should be a reason to not buy real estate.
Correct.
That's the answer.
I think for that to happen, a couple of very terrible things have to happen to the country that we have to be living in. And I don't want those things to happen. Yeah,
but they will happen. At some point, the economy isn't just going to keep going up. Hell, there's a lot of people right now that the economy think it's terrible.
Well, I mean, like, hey, if we look
into like, you know what I mean?
I love
Sorry.
No, I love a debate. This is great. Okay. When the rates hit sub 3, we're in 2%. What caused that?
Complete recession, or a depression. economy failed. At what
Like,
time?
Get more detail.
What?
So say like,
I mean, they were at 3% from 2000.
No, I'm saying sub threes.
Well, there was only a short period of time they were really sub threes, like 6 months.
a little longer than that.
I mean,
But-
wasn't it late 2020 in like half of 21?
Did it not touch into 22-ish?
No, 22 it went back up because like your best rate in early 22 was 4 or 5%.
Oh, perfect. What? Your memory is better than mine. What happened when we had the sub threes?
The Federal Reserve interest rate was next to zero.
What else happened?
The government printed more money.
What else happened?
I mean,
More you and I, like, right? In your business, what changes did you see when interest rates were that low?
prices went up.
Like
Is that what we're
substan-
getting
yeah, there
at?
you go. Nailed it.
Okay. They actually didn't. They actually didn't.
No, they did. What happened is we were so far below the trend line
Yes.
for where pricing
Yeah.
was that we went up in a matter of 2 years to level out to where the trend line was. So if you're looking at the trend line, yeah, we're right in line with where it should be, except we're now 8.4% above where we should be. But that all happened in a span of 18 months,
Fair. Okay.
right?
So you're saying when rates go down, prices will go up, and it will be an irrelevant conversation of should I have waited for rates to go down?
Cause math.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, maybe. Like you're guessing at some point. You're guessing.
At some point, I'm guessing based off of market trends that have happened
Yeah.
before, which is all any of us could do.
But it was. I mean, we're at 3 to 4% for 2014 to 19.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right? Did prices go up that crazy then? They were just casually going up 5%, which is, I mean, good.
Yeah, we're at 2% right now.
Yeah. Yes. So your response to that is rates go down, prices are going to go up. Your payment is actually more.
I'm not saying your payment is more.
It's something to consider and think
Yeah,
about.
it's something to consider
Yeah.
because we have to look at like overall health of real estate market. Right now, prices are high, interest rates are, we'll call it average. I'm not going to say they're high.
Prices are high. Okay, carry on.
8.4% above trend line. That's not nothing.
Okay. Prices are 8 point. Is that nationally?
Mhm.
Dang it. Stop using national numbers.
It's pretty similar to where we are in Des Moines. Des Moines might be like 8.2.
I don't know. I can't argue, but I want to.
You argue.
I don't know. I can't because I don't
Okay.
know the stats. I don't know that stat.
Okay, if we take a national average, Iowa has one of the higher rates of price inflation. We sat
I'm not
in
gonna look at it.
we sat in a keynote where they talked about this together. You were
In
sitting next to-
Iowa, though?
Yeah, so California, I think, was at like 9.8%. We were at, I think, 7.9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
I don't even remember what point I was going to make anymore. I'm off track.
What other client behaviors? What are you seeing in like agent behavior changes?
Fear.
Is that this time of year every year though?
That's every time of year.
So agents just have a fear.
Yeah. I think when we get into crunch time and people realizing they aren't hitting their goals, they start getting scared of the activities because they don't want to hear the no because the no takes them further away from the goal when in reality the no gets them
closer. Yeah.
But it doesn't feel that way. And so there's this like understanding, is your fear rational? Is your fear irrational?
Yeah.
I would say a rational fear is I don't want to jump out of a plane without a parachute because then I will hit the ground. An irrational fear is icky feelings, right? And when we're in real estate, 9 times out of 10, it's an irrational fear. We're scared of icky feelings. Sometimes it's rational. I don't want to do that because I will get sued into oblivion and then I will lose my house, my life, my wife, my kids. When it comes to lead generation, it is an irrational fear. That it is, I don't want the icky feelings associated with hearing the word no. The only way to get over that fear of icky feelings is exposure therapy. You just go do the thing and all of a sudden no doesn't bother you anymore. So Australian scientist who won a Nobel Peace Prize, or it wasn't Peace Prize, it was a Nobel Prize, because He was deathly afraid of spider webs.
Yeah.
And he lived in Australia, which, spiders. And so he told himself for the next year, he would walk through every spider web he saw. The first couple sucked. By the time he got to 100, it was just like any other thing that happened.
Yeah.
Exposure therapy is a thing that really works. You just have to get over yourself a couple of times, and all of a sudden it doesn't hurt anymore.
How do you get an agent to do that? Do you get an agent to do it, or do they does something just have to flip in their mind?
There's a part of me that always wants to sit down with an agent, hold their hand, and type in a number for them. But from my position, I kind of want to see the willpower to get over their own fear. And so it's very telling to me what they actually do. I will sit down with you. I was sitting with an agent a couple weeks ago. I said, make one call this week. Just call one human being. I don't care who it is. Tell me about it. Because I wanted to see if of that person's own volition, would they make a call?
Yeah.
They didn't, which is very, that means their fear is so strong and it's probably been built up after so many years that they are unwilling to acknowledge the fear and the fact that they will be okay on the other end of that call.
So should that person just not be an agent? It's not your decision.
Up to them.
Yep.
Up to them.
Fair.
I would love to see that person be successful in this industry. They have to make the choice that their fear matters less than the results they want in their life.
I was sitting with an agent yesterday, and she was worried about making a call because she didn't want to come off salesy. When someone says that, how do you respond?
Because you care about the person on the other end of the line, it's impossible to sound salesy.
That's what I said.
If you care, you won't sound salesy.
That's what I said. And I was like, if you don't call them and talk to them and just be nice to them, another agent will do it, and that's who they will use to sell their house or buy their house.
The other part of that, you won't sound salesy if you care. And also, I hate to say this part out loud, it's a sales job. We sell things.
We don't sell things. We sell ourselves.
Sure, things.
Okay. Fair.
You will never get a human being to buy a house that they don't want to buy.
Yeah.
The whole process, right? Going pre-approval, showings, writing an offer, inspections, all of the closing paperwork, getting to the closing table. If they don't want to actually do that thing, there's no amount of sales skills you have to get them to do that thing.
Yeah. Wait, neuro-linguistic stuff can't convince someone to go buy a house and feel good about it?
Try. Let me know how it goes. And so our fear of sounding salesy is from our experience with used car salesmen, right? It's pretty easy.
Or MLMs, but carry on.
Or MLMs. Or, yeah. All the Tupperware in my closet screen. I didn't even know Tupperware was an MLM.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was one of the OGs.
I buy it from Walmart.
They sold out.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No. I know it's there and I can buy it. So our fear of sounding salesy comes from our experience with salespeople. The only thing in this industry that you are selling is yourself, but you are a salesperson, right? At some level, you have to accept that you are selling something. Care enough, commit to caring enough that you trust you won't sound salesy, and then go sell yourself.
Not even sound. You won't do something salesy.
Correct.
You will just provide whatever service they need or help they need.
Mm-hmm.
That was my argument. I got pretty heated on it because this person didn't want to come off salesy. And I was like, listen, you won't. I challenge you.
Mac just said my favorite thing ever. You should speak on the benefit delusion of failure.
I don't even know what that means.
I have an idea of what it means, but I would love to hear what she thinks it means.
Delusion of failure. What's delusion? Let's just break it down. Help me. Delusion, misunderstanding of failure.
I would say that I will start talking, and then when she eventually types her answer, we'll see if this is.
She's probably
loading. We'll see if she goes in the right direction. A lot of people, I hear the fear of failure all the time. And so they don't want to start a thing because they're scared of failing the thing.
Yep.
And that, for me, is one of two ways to actually fail the thing. Hearing no is not failure. Hearing no is one step closer to success. Not starting or giving up is failing.
When you say hearing no is one step closer to success, break that down.
Great. Remember our 5 conversations we need to have every day?
Yeah.
To get one appointment, we need to hear no 10 times or 9 times, right?
Yeah.
So every time you hear no, statistically,
That's what you're saying.
is putting you 10% closer to hearing your yes.
Okay.
And so if you give up on the first no or the 8th no, you're never going to hear your yes. And then, so it's a part of giving up. That's where you fail. You don't fail when you hear the no. Every time someone says no to you on a phone, you should learn the lesson. Thank the teacher, move on, right? Why did this person say no to me? Did they not want to buy a house? Great. Can't do anything about that. Did they not like who I am? Great. Can't do anything about that. Maybe you can change who you are, and people might like you more. No, it's, did I say something wrong? Okay, how do I not say that the next time?
Yeah. My real estate coach, we were talking about scripting yesterday, and I'm coaching one of my agents to call expireds.
Mhm.
And I've never really called expireds, but the ones I cold call, like, it usually goes fairly well.
Mhm.
And he was very analytical, and he goes, I lived on calling expireds because it was just an if-then formula.
Mhm.
If they say this, then you say that.
Mhm.
If they say that, you say this. It's just, you're working them through the funnel. And so I'm excited to report back. We're going to do another Q&A like this in the future. And I want to report back on that because he goes, and you have to call with him. And I was like, oh, that kind of sounds fun.
I love calling expires because it is somebody that has shown they are ready, willing, and able to buy or to sell real estate. They have accepted they have shown willingness to pay an agent to do so, and they did not get the result they agreed to pay for.
Yeah.
So now all you have to do is step in and say, I'm sorry that happened to you. Can you trust me to do better?
Yeah.
It's like, you're done.
In Des Moines, there's 1,500 agents that do 4 deals or more a year.
Mhm.
How many of them do you think call expireds? More than, don't say 0, more than 10 a week.
No, 10 a week, 0.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe 3. Maybe 3.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd.
That's a notion I hear is I'm competing with every agent in the market. You're not. You're competing with 3. Like
We're going to report back. We're actually going to ask people as we call them. How many people? No, we don't want to use you. How many people have called you about your expired? I'm going to get some data on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Make a Mill. You said, like, the concept that there isn't failure if you believe, do the work, care, you will help people. Yeah, yes and no. You can believe, you can do, well, it depends on what the work is. You can care, and you will help people, but you might not sell real estate if you don't do the right work. So
Yes.
like all of that is yes, except just clearly define, do the work.
Yes, designing a t-shirt is doing the work. However, it's not doing the right work.
Right. It's doing work.
I will say I wear your t-shirt all the time. So I don't know. Maybe.
What?
I wear your t-shirt all the time. So
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, what's up?
Best
in the morning.
It's a good t-shirt.
It is.
I'm off topic again.
No, the concept, just like failure, like it isn't failing. I've actually thought, so as I bring people on the team, like I'm contemplating making it a criteria that you have to be willing to fail in front of a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means. And I don't know how to like interview to that, but that you have to, as an agent, be comfortable with looking dumb.
It's so Scott Toombs always says everyone wants to be right and look smart, or look good and be right. And as soon as you get out of that headspace, you're willing to look bad and be wrong. Like that's where true growth actually happens.
How do you hire that? How do
you monitor their behaviors in an interview, and if they are obsessed with looking good and being right, they're going to.
I want to be right all the time. I'm willing to be wrong, but I want to be right.
Oh, I'm aware. You were arguing without a single statistic earlier.
Yeah, because I still, we'll look that up. Yeah. See you next time. Okay.
I'm of the belief that failure only exists when you stop. And like we always talk about failing forward, and what does that actually mean? As long as you are learning something from each one of the no's, you'll figure it out eventually.
You will figure it out, yes. If you're willing to keep getting the no's.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you stop at 3 no's and you're like, nope, that's done.
It's
That's the difference.
It's like what I was saying yesterday in class. If you have an oil man who digs 100 holes a foot deep, that man will never find oil. He just won't. If you have another oil man who digs 1 hole 100 foot deep, he'll be rich beyond his wildest dreams. Real estate's the same way. Lead generation is your digging for oil. And if you dig 100 1-foot holes, you're never going to find that oil.
Different lead generation.
Yes. So
I'm
going to call
ways.
I'm going to call 3 expireds. Nope, I heard 3 no's. I'm done. I'm going to hold 2 open houses for 1 hour every Sunday.
Yeah.
But I never saw lead from open houses. They don't work. No, they work. They work really
Yeah.
well. You have to dig 100 feet deep.
Gotcha. Okay, what else you got? Do not believe failure is real. It's just a fail forward. Prove it. Yeah. Yep.
Trial period.
Trial period. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Free subscription on lead generation.
like I just like almost wanted to just say go find something to fail, record it, and send it to me.
Mhm.
Like go fail at something. But yeah.
Well, we were talking about the gym earlier, and I used to a couple of years ago, I reached this point where none of my lifts were going up in any meaningful way, and it was really bothering me. And I realized my fear of failing a lift was preventing me from even attempting the next weight. And so I went in there, got under the squat bar, I set the pins right below where I'd fail, and I just practiced failing. That's all I did. I put weight on the bar, and I went until I physically couldn't squat it anymore, and then I let it drop, and I realized, oh, I'm okay.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got over that fear of not being able to do the weight, great, my squat went up dramatically because all of a sudden I'm trying weights that I don't think I can do, but I know if I can't, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in this world.
Cool. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. You good? Anything else that you want to talk about?
No.
Anyone else on that wants to say something? Don't see any other. Oh, dang it. I don't like seeing
Oh, hi, Steph.
if it sells approach.
That was
early
15
Yes.
minutes ago.
Sorry.
The testing period for like we're just gonna test the market, see if it sells.
Yep. I don't like it either. I'm gonna let a seller do it as long as they know the data behind it.
I wouldn't.
See, I will.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, someone else will.
Yeah.
And you should market a property well enough to get leads from the listing, not just pray that the listing sells.
Sure.
It's factual.
I mean,
That's my argument.
okay. I'll respect it.
I mean, there is, yeah.
Have we even checked TikTok?
No, TikTok, you're just hanging out over there. It's too far away. We didn't have anyone else in here.
Yeah. All
TikTok,
right.
they might have questions, but we're going to do this again. Whether this was helpful or not, I know for like agents that watch this are going to grab a few nuggets from it. And if you have questions, email us, reach out to us. Just honestly, like I wrote up here, just any questions you have here locally in the Des Moines market. The next one we'll do probably sometime in December-ish. We'll talk about holiday stuff coming into next year. Thanks for being a quasi member of the show. Make a million. Thanks for coming. See you, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.